What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another hype video for the rest of 2024, and I have one for early 2025. These are the games that have already been announced that are coming to the Switch before we get more announced for whatever iteration the Switch 2 is going to be called. I want to talk about some of the games that are still coming out for the system that I'm still excited about. Now, I've done this video once already, and that was at the very beginning of the year. I'm going to link it up there if you haven't seen it yet. And those were my hype games that have already come out. And now it's these, and I did tell you I had a whole list of more. So here are 10 more games that I am super excited about. Now, these won't be in a particular order because a lot of them don't have a firm release date. Only 2024, which could be 2025. So hopefully it's 2024. We shall see. All right, the first game on my list. This one actually has a firm release date, and this one is Cat Quest 3, which is why I'm wearing my cat ear beanie. Cat Quest 3 is what I would say, I played the first two and liked them very much. I would say they are like, if you are a fan of RPGs and you need a palate cleanser from like, it's like a kiddie palate cleanser for those who have played these bigger, heavier, chunkier RPGs and want something chill to play. Same thing, I think like kids could get involved in this RPG, like kids that know how to read, obviously. And it's a very beginner friendly RPG series, and so I'm thinking Cat Quest 3 is gonna be more of the same. It's super cutesy, usually has very punny antics and very like usually with cats and purry and blah blah blah. All these antics in Cat Quest is what they usually bring. I've already beat 1 and 2. Both of them are on my channel, links above if you want to see them all. Forgive me for Cat Quest 1. I was very early in my review stage, so not so great, but I've gotten better as time has gone on. So yeah, Cat Quest 3 is one I am looking forward to. Let's get into another one that has kind of a firm release date. This one was pushed back. So The Legends of Heroes Trails into Daybreak is one I'm looking forward to as well. Now, this one was supposed to release earlier in the year now, and it hasn't. It was pushed back for some reason. They never said anything that I saw. Now, I will admittedly tell you I've never played any of the Trails series. So why am I hyped for it, right? Why am I hyped for it? I'm hyped for it because I am waiting for them to release the Sky series on the Switch, and I feel like the more people get into these Trail series and the more, like, I bought all of them, and the more we buy all the ones that are out already, the closer we are to hopefully I'm getting the Sky series, and that's the beginning series, and that's the series I would like to start with. I have Cold Steel 3 and 4, so I'm also waiting for Cold Steel 1 and 2. So I feel like the people, if they see that these games are selling well and that people are excited about them, they will release the other ones. So these are my hopes. These are my hopes, which is why I'm excited about it. I hear nothing but good things from people that I watch. You know, I watch a lot of people who are into these Trails games, and they are into a lot of the same games I am. So I am excited about the Trails to Daybreak. The next game that I have that has a firm release date, now this one's out digitally, but I want a physical copy, is the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. This one is being distributed by Limited Run, but it is not in their numbered title, so I'm pretty sure they will print a lot and then they can reprint, because Limited Run doesn't reprint their numbered ones, but this is not in the numbered line. So I'm hoping that I get my hands on it in September, October is when the physicals are supposed to be sent out. The pre-order window, I think, is open now if you want a physical, and I believe the digital might be available already. But I'm excited about these games. I've always wanted to play them, never got them for some reason. You know, I guess it's just not a series I could buy at the time. So super duper excited about this series of games. I'm hoping I like them, I'm hoping I enjoy them, and I'm hoping that they like, if these do well and I like them, they release the rest of what is out there, because I believe there's a few more. Correct me if I'm wrong, there's like 3 more available. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've always been interested in the series but never dabbled in, but this would be my first time being able to dabble in, because it's all 3 on one cart. The next game I have for you that kind of has a iffy release window, and that is Fantasy Life 2. I think it's the child I don't remember the name, but I loved. Now, I never beat it. Love Final Fantasy Life, the first one. Now, I need to get back into playing it, because I did play one of the routes, but I didn't play all of them, and I want to beat all of the different routes. I never even beat the first route, but it was so cutesy. Just a trial. Like, I just popped it in to test it, and it took me, like, I played it for 10 hours on a test. Now, I probably have to restart because I don't remember what I was doing and what I was playing, but yeah, that's it. That's what I'm excited about in Fantasy Life, that it can hook you, and you can pick whatever, like in the first part you could pick whatever class you wanted to be. If you wanted to start off as a warrior, you could. You wanted to start off as a fisherman, you could. You wanted to start off as a blacksmith, you could. Seamstress, all of those things were part of your life, and then you can switch jobs and then have them help you, like have all the skills from one job help you out in another. So I really like that, and it is something I am looking very much forward to. The next game, now these games don't have a release date either, and I'm thinking this one's also going to come out in October, which is Little Nightmares 3. Now, I haven't played it, but I have watched other people play them, and they look amazing. I have them, and if I wasn't beating the Resident Evil series, I would be working on this series. But yeah, I have them, and I'm excited about the spooky factor. I'm hoping the next one, if it has 2 characters again, is available for multiplayer, because it looked like the second one should have been multiplayer, but it wasn't. So I'm excited about the possibilities, right? I'm excited about the possibilities of Little Nightmare 3 having multiplayer. And so that is what I am looking forward to, hopefully. But like, nevertheless, the games look amazing. They look spooky, like very like artist-like spooky, and I really enjoy that. So like I said, once I finish the Resident Evil series, I will be hitting these Little Nightmares series. Let's see how far I get once it comes time for spooky season in getting down these games. The next game I am excited about, and it is another game that I am just waiting to play the whole series as a batch, and that's the Shantae Risky's Resolution. Now, this one comes before Risky's Revenge. This one was the one that was never released at all, and I am excited to have it come out to the Switch, because they released it. I think the pre-order is available for the Game Boy Advance. I don't play the Game Boy Advance. I want all my games on the Switch, and I have the rest of the series on the Switch. I had played a little of the Half Hero Genie to know that I liked it a lot. It's a Metroidvania, if I'm not mistaken, and I tend to not like Metroidvanias, but this one was cute enough. I like the voice acting, I like the music, chef's kiss, the music, at least in that one. But it's Way Forward, and Way Forward never for me loses on the music. They're very good about getting their music good, and I am so looking forward to that in the game space. The next game I am excited about, and this one I have played 1 and 2, and I have them on my PlayStation, but I am looking forward to getting it again. Like, I will double dip. Usually I try not to. I will double dip on this series, and this is the Suikoden 1 and 2 as a collection. I really thought that when Eiyuden Chronicles came out last week that they were gonna try to get it the same time Eiyuden Chronicles came out, because it was the same like people that made Suikoden, but not the same, like they didn't use the same company. And I really thought that when Suikoden was announced that they were gonna try to like profit off of Eiyuden Chronicles and put it out at the same time. Thankfully they didn't, but they don't have a release date for this Suikoden series, and I really think that a lot of people, like, if you are a fan of old school RPGs, this one was definitely a under the radar one for a lot of people back in the day. Like, I didn't know about it in the back in the day, but my ex like showed me about it, and I was like, oh man, this game is good. And I love the world building, like the collecting of the 108 stars and building your towns. And if you have a save file from one, I'm hoping they do the same thing with this one. You have a save file from one and you got all 108 stars, and the next one you get another an extra bit of a storyline for having the 108 stars of destiny. And I'm hoping that more people will experience the Suikoden series and enjoy it as much as I did. I really like them. I have all the games. I beat all the games minus the DS game, I believe, and the tactical game. Those are like the only two I didn't beat, but I beat the whole series. So if Suikoden 1 and 2 does well, I'm hoping they bring out 3, 4, and 5. That is the hope, because I think that a bunch of gamers will enjoy. Now, 4 not being the strongest in the series, in my opinion, as it was a prequel to 1, I still think these games are great. I love the battle mechanics. I love the world. Like I said, I love the world. I love that all these, like, once you collect people, it builds up your town. And another game does that now. Like, if you want to experience something similar, is Ni no Kuni 2, but it's nothing like the OG classics, how it came about. So I'm excited, and like I said, I will be double dipping when this one comes out eventually on the Nintendo Switch. The next game I am excited about is Spy Family. Now, I watched anime, guys, and Spy Family I haven't watched as the movie, but I watched all of before the movie. I think I season 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And I enjoyed what I played of it. And so I usually don't like to get anime based games, typically, right? There are a few I have, like I've already done an anime based video game collection that on this channel, but this one looks interesting. We haven't seen much gameplay, so we don't know what it's gonna be about, but I am excited nonetheless about Spy Family because of the little antics. I want to see, like, if we become the mom or the dad, if we have like special operations that we have to do as the family members. That would be so adorably cute. Guys, I am looking forward to this game. I know we need more gameplay trailer, because I think that's definitely something that's gonna be needed, but for right now I am excited about the game coming to Switch. The next game that's scheduled for 2024, and it has been pushed back because I think it was supposed to come out late last year or early this year, and it hasn't come out yet, is the Plucky Squire. I love the graphics. I love how the Plucky Squire comes from a book and it looks like it goes into the real world. That has me so intrigued how they're gonna do that, and I'm excited for how that will work out in the game space, like how that will work, what they're gonna do to make that, like, all the graphics I've seen so far and the gameplay I've seen so far, I've enjoyed so very much, and I'm still waiting for it. I'm hoping they release it physically, because I know it's an indie company, so it may or may not come physically for a while. If it does well digitally, I'm sure it'll come physically, but I'm hoping we eventually get a physical release, as I have been waiting patiently for this game to come out. And the last game, this one is scheduled for 2025, and I believe it will be in January of 2025. And this is Pokemon Legends Z, I think, or AZ, something like that. And this is based off the XY, the X and Y series. And if you guys don't know, X and Y is like my second favorite gen in the gaming. Like, it's what brought me back to Pokemon. I had taken a break, and guys, forgive me for these Pokemon fans who are gonna hear this. You are gonna hate me for saying this, but I took a break at Black and White, and Black and White too. So I, like, after the Diamond and Pearl series, I did not play again until X and Y, and that's only because I had a family, like I had babies, I had no time for gaming. So I took a big break. And X and Y, once my kids were old enough to play video games, these were their first video games, to be fair. It was my daughter and my son's first Pokemon experience. So it brings me lots of joy for these games, this Legend series, to be coming to Switch, as it brings so much, like, memories. I'm sure it'll bring back that nostalgia I had for coming back to Pokemon after being gone for so very, very long. And those were the 10 games I am excited for the rest of 2024 that have been announced. I know we have a direct coming, and I'm sure from that direct I will have a bunch more to tell you about, a bunch more that I'm excited about. But these are the ones that have been announced so far, that are already been coming, or been delayed, whatever. These are coming to the Switch, and this Switch, I believe. So I am excited about these games. Are there any games that I missed that haven't come out yet, that have been released, haven't been released, have been announced, that you are excited about? Let me know in the comments below, and let's see if I missed a few vital ones that I didn't talk about. I still have a few more on my list that I just didn't get to this time. I could probably make another hype list for the rest of the year, like I did for the beginning half, but this is just like the middle half of the year list, and we'll see what we get towards the end of the year. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Happy gaming, guys. Bye.